Hello?
Hi, Danny.
Hi there. Tell me your name and where you're joining us from.
Hi, so my name is Maya and
Hello.
I'm joining from Bangalore.
Hi, Maya. Nice to meet you. So, you're on the hot seat tonight. What would you like to bitch about?
I'd like to bitch about my all my red flags situations.
Mm-hmm.
I've had decade worth experience of
A
it.
decade
Uh,
worth. Your therapist must be rich.
yeah. I don't have a therapist, so unfortunately,
Mm-hmm. So,
yeah,
you have to deal
that
with all the unpacking by yourself through trial and error.
yep,
That's
yep,
nice.
a
So,
lot
like,
of
do
it.
you have like a listicle ready that we can run through and
Oh, a
like
list. I have like 15, 20. Like I
15,
just have
20?
so many.
Damn, who have you dated?
I have. Do you
Okay,
really want to
fine.
know? No,
No, obviously not. It's
no.
unless
Scandalous.
it's somebody famous, then it makes sense.
Man,
Do you,
I really wish
have you
like
dated
Shahid
anyone famous?
would. Yeah, I dated Shahid. I dated Vicky. I also dated Aditya Roy Kapoor. I am currently dating Brad Pitt a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, that's about it.
That's nice. That's nice. Margot Robbie is waiting for me in the other room after I'm done with this
Oh, I
podcast. So
knew
I
it. I
think we're
knew
both killing it
it.
in life.
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
so let's try and run through as many as we can from your list, and let's see if we can bring back the BuzzFeed era of listicles. So here's the listicles that you all need to be aware of about red flags. The red flag listicle. We should have some music right about now. Nah, we don't have the budget for it. It is pay as you like though for those of you who are watching, and if you want music in the middle of the of the recordings or the podcast, sorry, randomly, then yeah, please support the podcast. Subtle plug. Okay, cool, Maya. First one. What's the first red flag?
Um, I had to leave non-veg for my ex.
Damn.
That's number one.
Okay.
I'm someone who loves non-veg. You can
Yeah.
ask my best friend. But yeah, I had to leave non-veg
Wait,
because he's a Marwari.
did you say I could ask your friends? What?
Yeah, you can if you want to.
Listen, Maya, in the history of the English language, nobody has ever asked for evidence after the statement, I love non veg food. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
I
yeah, it
believe
was.
you. I believe
Thank you.
you.
Yeah, thank you.
I
That's
believe
yeah.
you. Okay, so yeah, that's a big red flag. So
It
he
is that.
made you stop
Mm.
eating non veg. Like, how long were you with this guy?
3 years almost.
For three, you didn't eat meat for 3 years?
No, no, I
So, which
didn't.
means you
I
didn't
love
go down
prawns.
on him either?
I
There's
wish.
a
I wish.
like I
I
wonder
wish I
if
was
there's
veg then as
hypocrisy, right?
well.
I wonder if there's hypocrisy in this sort of situation, right? Like, so if you're pure veg, like, then do you not get
Yeah.
like, you know,
I shouldn't have.
eaten?
I really shouldn't have. I mean, that was sad too. I wish I
Right.
was veg then,
Oh, unless
you
he's a
know.
hypocrite and he's just like, yeah, I'm pure vegetarian, but I also like veg. It's same now, like one letter only. Well, that's wild.
I won't do any harm.
So he made you stop eating meat for an
Yeah,
entire. And what did he
3 years.
give up in return
He gave up.
on the relationship?
Yeah. That's what I was looking for. He gave up on the relationship. Yeah,
Damn,
big time.
that's a big. I don't get it. Like, see, I'm respectful of everyone's eating habits. So if you want to eat a certain kind of food, sure, go for it. But like telling a partner not to eat or probably adjust their dietary desires according to your taste buds makes no sense at all. I did date
Yeah,
uh, I did date someone once who was pure vegetarian, and then the only place where it got a little weird was when if I was cooking a meal, then I like didn't really cook a lot of veg back then, so like I would have to cook for myself, and then she would have to order. But the upside to it was that whenever we went out and have a meal, all the meat was for me. Like you go
Nice.
on a date and you don't have to share food. Do you know how
Oh
amazing that
man,
is?
that's so
Especially
good.
especially when you love meat. Like the flip side to this is, if your partner is very supporting of your diet and lets you eat whatever they want, and or if they have the same diet as you, it's kind of frustrating because when you go out for to a restaurant and you order like tangri kebab, they'll never give you an even number. It's always an odd number. It's always either three or
That's
five.
true.
And there's
And you
this,
always have to share that last one.
at least I hate sharing. So that last one is the awkward one, right? Because then you've had your two, she's had her two, and then there's this one languishing there. It's getting colder and colder. Now it just becomes a test of who really loves who and stuff like that. And like deep down inside, you love your partner, but then you also love chicken, and then you want to come across as what you say, like
A nice
loving
person.
and a nice
Yeah.
overall nice person. So you're just
Yeah.
like, oh, do you want that last piece? And then you're hoping
That they
she'll
say
say
no.
no, I'm full. And and then you get to have the whole piece, and because that's how you really know if your partner loves you, right? They give you that last piece.
And
Like if
and
your
I
partner
feel like
asks you, so sorry, if your partner asks you to share the last piece, that's not true love, really. That's
no, I
just
say
from
I feel
mm.
like that last piece ends up becoming like the tastiest piece of all when you just
Isn't
have
it?
it and you
You relish
it
it the
out of
most, right? Out of all the other pieces.
yeah, yeah.
The first
It's the
one
taste.
also is nice. The very first piece, when it's
Ah,
fresh off the plate, piping hot, that's like
that's
a
true.
first kiss. That first bite of a chicken tangri kebab is,
Oh,
is like a first kiss. Yeah, that's weird. Did we
it's matter of
just discuss
fact.
making out with food?
Yeah, yeah. It was so I mean it's so tasty. I just want to order some, tangri kebab now.
Yeah,
Just appreciate and cherish it for those
I
3 years I
know.
didn't.
It's one of like God's gift to the universe. Like tangri kebab. But yeah, big red flag if you are dating and
Yes,
your partner starts imposing dietary restrictions on you, run, run,
like
run. It's
absolutely
not
run.
worth it.
Please
I
run.
think no person on this planet is worth giving up your favorite food over, no matter what that is. Even vegans, this is for you as well. Don't date someone who would make you stop being a vegan. We need you guys as well. All right, what's
That's
the next
true.
one on the list?
Next, so we had also gotten a location sharing app where we would share our locations.
Oh, I've heard of
Um,
these. I've heard of these.
and and if something is off about your location, you get an immediate call asking, "Hi, stop. Everything
Yeah,
all right? Baby
that's that's
Johnnyman?"
that's
You.
damn
Yeah.
weird. Like,
I cringed myself. Yeah.
I,
Yeah, that was
what do you feel?
that
How
was
do you feel about that app? Like, are you for it?
no, absolutely not. I mean, it was so bad as is. Like when in college, wherever my hostel was,
Mm-hmm.
I set it as my home. So every time I'm like not 50, like 10 meters within my lo drop location, he get a notification saying that, yeah, she reached home or whatever. It's disgusting. Like I'm
Yeah,
watched all of these. Like, I mean, what's the point of leaving my house and having my own independent life if this is what I have to put up with?
yeah.
पर I was like, ठीक है यार अब प्यार में कुछ भी चलता है सब मंजूर है खुदा whatever so that got me going.
Right. And these are two
Yeah.
separate guys who were tracking you, or was it the
No
same
यार
guy?
ये सेम है दोनों
Same guy.
नालायक no
So
same
what's that? The same
but
guy is
नालायक
has
yuck.
told you to not eat non-vegetarian food, and then he's also keeping a track about your movements. I'm guessing mainly to make sure you're not eating non-vegetarian food, like
Yeah, probably.
like
Yeah, that's
like if
that's
you
the
ever pass by like a certain restaurant, he'll give you a call straight away and go like, "Why are you in your Empire restaurant? Like, don't
how dare you.
lie. How dare you go there?" It's like, yeah, but they serve veg food over there as well. No, I need to be there every time you eat. I need to make sure you're putting broccoli in your mouth and not tangri kebab. Like, damn,
And hello, it's paneer tikka. Okay, paneer is like very, very tasty. ठीक
it
है, it's
is.
better than
It
chicken
is,
and stuff.
but it's no
It's their
chicken.
comparison though for
Yeah,
paneer.
like
I'm
paneer
like,
is
oh,
nice.
chicken.
I've had paneer. Yeah.
Yeah, but like chicken paneer जैसा नहीं है. Like
Exactly, exactly.
it's
Paneer
not
is
the same, bro.
just a compromise.
Like paneer and
Shit.
soya are not the same, na?
They're not the same. Yeah, we're going to
And
get so much
tofu, they're not
hate.
the
Yeah, we're going to get so much hate from the food community,
same.
some section of the food community.
Them Marwadis are gonna come at us.
Yeah. But this, I have friends who use the same app that you were talking about, where they track each other's. They're constantly aware of everyone, each other's GPS location,
Yeah.
and like for them it's like oh, it's a way to make sure that my partner is safe, and I know, in case I haven't heard from them, I know where they are and stuff like that, which is, I don't know, like I feel like as human beings we deserve a certain amount of privacy. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
feel
I
like
mean,
I understand the point of view where you're just like, okay, I need to know where my partner is so that I know that they're safe. But in the event that I was away from my partner and something happened to me, I would like for it to, I would like for some time to pass before they find me.
oh, really?
You know what I mean? Yeah, build up the suspense. Where is he? Where could he have gone? Just like start going crazy, let the anxiety shoot up a bit, start making up all these weird scenarios in your head. And then until you
Oh,
eventually, find me and be like, oh, he's okay, like otherwise, how do you keep the relationship exciting? You need a little stress, right? Not knowing where your partner is all the time increases your stress levels, which is good for the excitement part of the relationship. So I would say no to these apps that track your partners.
yeah. I mean, see, initially I had the same thought that you were saying, like the
Mm,
point that we understand it. Okay, maybe you want to just be sure of our safety and concern and stuff. Like I get it, it's cool.
mm-hmm.
But like, इतना नहीं कि you get so obsessive over it. Then you're like, भाई तुम इधर
Yeah,
क्यों जा रहे हो? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? What are you doing now? Why haven't you told me what you are doing now? Like,
yeah.
bro, do it, dude. Like do
Like,
your work. You graduated college. You're working now. Just pay attention to papa ka business. Now, why you want to
yeah,
unnecessarily
know
figure out
where
what
you
my
are.
business?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I also find that excuse of I just want to make sure you're safe a little lame, because in the event that something does happen to you, what is your partner going to do? As it is, by the time he gets to where you are, it'll be 4 hours because Bangalore traffic. So it's as pointless an exercise as trying to get to a comedy show in this city. You know what I mean? You never get anywhere on time. So the app is completely useless. So yeah, but do you
Absolutely.
feel like these tracking apps are also a sign of insecurity?
100%.
100%,
They,
right?
I,
Like,
yeah, I think they are. Like, I mean, if you don't trust where your partner might be or
mm,
whatever that is doing, and I mean, it's nicer when you have that kind of trust with another person,
yeah,
to
like
be
when
honest.
did when did just letting each other know where you guys are go out of
Be enough.
fashion? Yeah, when
Yeah,
did
I
that
mean,
go out of fashion? Like, yeah, I'm at the office. I'll be home in an hour, or like whatever. I'm on stage. I'll be at the airport in a bit, or
yeah, just basics. It's just
just
basics. You don't have to do extra stuff. Like girls are
yeah.
gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Guys are going to be fine. You don't have to keep tracking each other.
Where this
Haha.
privacy thing is going to get crazy, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be a part of our future. I don't know if you've seen an
Oh
episode
God.
of Black Mirror where they wear these
Nahi,
contact
isn't it?
lenses where you store videos of all your interactions. So the lenses are basically cameras, and then people zoom into each other's past and stuff on the screen. It's wild. I think we are heading there. That's the
This
future.
is exactly
Yeah,
why I
that's
do
the
not watch
future.
Black Mirror. No,
Yeah,
no.
and I think like another couple of decades after that, like babies will be born with GPS devices like in
What?
them. Yeah, it's
Jeez,
possible, dude.
what?
Like with
Oh
Elon Musk,
God.
come on, you're telling me Elon Musk can't make it happen?
इतना भाई ये थोड़ा ज्यादा नहीं हो गया?
Come on, Maya.
मतलब
You have to. No,
थोड़ा
I don't
सा.
know. See, I don't know. I'm not too particular fussy about. Not too particularly fussy about a person's religious choices or their food choices or stuff like that. But when it comes to Elon Musk, you have to believe he's the Messiah.
बस
He's
बस.
going to make it happen. I'm telling you.
वैसी जा
Your
so no
babies
no
will
no
be born with GPS devices,
man बस
Wi-Fi,
don't सब ठीक
everything.
हो जाएगा Danny
They'll
I
have their
promise
own
सब ठीक हो
modems.
जाएगा
They'll be like the babies will have their own modems.
life's going to get better Danny I promise it's okay you don't have to imagine such
Yeah,
situations
crazy.
this is too
Awesome.
crazy it's wild
Wild. But that's what it is. That's what it is. Like, did you ever, like, there was a time, right, when we were kids, like you left the house, your parents had no clue where you were going. They had no idea where you were at any given time. They had no idea when you would come back. For all you know, aliens could have kidnapped you and taken you away, and they would never find you. It was. Do you know? Like, I wonder if like our parents' generation truly understands how easy it was to just lose us. We like today everyone's keeping track of everybody, but there was a time where you just left, and the only thing that kept you coming back home was like your mom telling you that okay, you need to be home at 8 o'clock sharp. That's your curfew, and you just knew you had to get home by 8 o'clock because your mom's aim with the slipper was really good.
yeah
So
very
that's how we grew up, and now they're just putting technology everywhere into every space of human relationships. So yeah, that's good
it's
times.
just
Good times.
a lot of control. I'm sensing a lot of red
Yeah.
flags coming in the future only.
Yeah,
Controlling,
it's already
manipulative,
happening now. It's already happening
toxic.
now.
Very
Yeah.
good.
But I
Technology is
I
actually
definitely feel, yeah, tracking every move of your partner or having access to that is borderline like insecure. Like
yeah.
you shouldn't have to report your whereabouts to your partner. Next,
I mean,
next on the list. We're doing well.
next,
We're doing
yeah,
well, Maya, so far.
yeah,
You've been through some shit, I can tell.
yeah. It's very 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 traumatic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let me name someone who's not the same guy because पाव हम अब कितना ही बेचारे को पीटेंगे. So uh, So one of them, the other red flag is that the person basically lives in your house 24/7 and like
Okay.
not keep it tidy or anything when they have a place to stay, by the way, and then but they don't
Right.
go back and they're just there. You go to work, you come back, they're just there.
Like, do they
The
have a
dishes,
job?
yeah, for a while they did, and
Uh-huh.
then they quit that job. So then they were just lying around in my house, just there.
Damn. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What do you
Yeah,
call
that
those?
was
What do you call those people who occupy territories that are not theirs? I keep forgetting. It's there at the tip of my tongue. These people
now
who
it's at
don't.
the tip of my tongue also. Now even I don't know. Arey, what is that word, yaar?
What is that word for people who occupy territory that does not belong to them, and then they make the people who actually live there uncomfortable? And then sometimes it gets so out of hand that they start believing that that land is theirs, and then they start blockading the very people that were actually living there. I can't get
Dictators or what?
not dictators. It's some form of like,
Oh, I know.
I don't
I know
know.
that I
It's a
know there's
form
a
of
word for it.
terrorism in a way where you occupy somebody else's space and then you just take over and then you tell them how much food they can have, how much water they can have, how much electricity they can have. But again, for before anybody assumes that we are mentioning somebody in particular, we are clearly talking about your ex, Maya.
Oh man, that whole bill. Oh, that was good.
That was good. That was good, right? That was good. Yeah, yeah. This is
So
why they
good.
should
Yeah.
pay me the big
Yeah.
bucks, but they're not.
Oh man. I was like, damn, where is this build up going?
Yeah.
Crazy.
How how
Ah,
how
that's
how
my
how quickly did you get it?
no, it took me time. You
Took
were
you a
full
while,
on build.
no?
You had me full
I
time.
took you on a nice
Yeah.
drive, no? It was scenic
Yeah, yeah,
drive, but yeah, very
Ferrari
picturesque.
में.
Yeah,
Hello.
very 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 picturesque drive. We saw a lot of nice things like bombed hospitals and stuff. Crazy. So
Amazing.
your
Love it.
ex was living in your house.
Yes. Did not
Big
do
red flag.
anything.
Big red flag.
Very big red
Also,
flag,
as
yeah.
a woman, tell me this: is it a turn off for you if your man isn't doing much with his life? Like if his ambition suddenly
No.
drops or something like that. That is
No, no,
that's
no, no, no.
that you're okay with. So if your
Yeah, yeah,
partner.
absolutely. Everyone has their downtimes, yeah. You
You're
can't
right. So okay. So
no,
that's so
absolutely not.
it wasn't that. So you weren't feeling like, oh, okay, what is he doing with his life? And this is just such a waste. You weren't. getting put off by
No,
him because he wasn't at work. You were just
no.
annoyed because he wasn't at work, but at your place.
See, I get that I'm at work and the house is entirely empty and I know my house is nice and stuff and you want to stay there,
Mm.
but don't just stay here for too long, na? Like
Don't
I also
overstay
need
your
my space.
welcome. Yeah.
Yeah, like I get it, you want to relax for some time. You can come a couple of days a week. Like I'm not saying that.
Mm.
But if pure
And
time you're 24/7 and then you're not even helping at home. That's the worst.
yeah,
Like if
that
you stay for
sucks.
a month and stuff, at least now start helping me
Yeah.
at home.
If
Do
you're a
the
grown
dishes.
adult, even if you're visiting somebody's home just for a meal, always, offer to do the dishes in the sense that, if it's your plate, at least the bare minimum is you should wash your plate if they don't have any domestic help.
Yeah.
Like I, I laugh at people who just like come over for dinner and then they'll just like leave their plates there and then they just don't even offer and it's like I'm like, yeah,
Like
okay.
they're full. It's like your mom coming and telling you, hotel में आए हो क्या? अपना ही
Now
घर
we
है.
get it, right? Now you get it, right? As an
Yeah, I get
independent
it. I
adult.
get it, Mama. Mama,
Like
I
back
get
in
it
the day,
now.
we were like, Arey, kya? Mera hi ghar hai. Why should I wash my own plates? And then when
Yeah.
you run your own kitchen and then you see the plates piling up, you turn into a mom so fast. It's crazy.
So quick, man. Lightning strike.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, भाई धो दे यार इसको.
Mm-hmm.
Irritate मत कर. But yeah, it's pretty.
But culturally also I've observed that as Indians we are not very confrontational. So like if someone is overstaying their welcome, or like we try to avoid having those difficult conversations. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, yeah, I know.
We
Yeah,
don't like
and see,
confrontation. Yeah.
I really have struggled with that. I mean, that's the reason I have a decade-long experience. But
So how long did it take for you to ask him to leave, or did he leave on his own?
so see, there were times where he was out in the evenings and stuff. So I was
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, at least I have my space here.
Mm-hmm.
Only to kind of actually find out 7 months later that he was actually out in the evening because he was busy cheating on me. But like, that's a different story altogether.
Oh, shit.
Whatever. That's not the
Oh, so he
point.
was occupying many territories basically.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And it was hilarious situations that, she broke her
Oh,
foot
damn.
or something or the other just kept going. I was like, yeah, sure, yeah, absolutely
Yeesh.
sure. But I'm like, okay, I'm getting my space. I love it. It's good.
Mm,
And I enjoyed it the most.
damn.
Um, yeah, but yeah, see, no. I told him to leave.
Mm,
I was like, "Okay, sab to just go to your house or just
mm,
pretend to do something in your house."
mm,
But he's like, no, what's the need? Blah blah blah. I'll stay here, and then he'll do mushy mushy Bollywoody songs, which I wanted to kind of love at that point.
mm-hmm.
So that was a way to manipulate me and get all, yeah, sure, you can stay. Very immature, very very
Yeesh.
immature.
Damn.
Matlab, Shah Rukh Khan is a bad influence.
Why are you blaming Shahrukh?
Shah Rukh Khan is a bad influence, yaar. I mean, the way he's done Suno Na, Sun Lo Na, and then
Ah,
Tumhare Tumhare Ishare, and
right,
then
right.
Ab Ye Ladki Hai Allah, Hai Re Allah. So sweet, yeah. All these cute
Mm,
things.
right. So,
Hard to find
so you're
issues
saying
where,
that there are boys out there using Shah Rukh Khan songs to gaslight women.
yeah,
That's
absolutely. This is what Shah Rukh has done. Very bad. Shah
that's
Rukh uncle, very bad.
so funny.
Yeah, it's very mean.
I'll
Like it's
I'll
very,
I'll send him a message after the
please
recording.
do.
After we're done,
Please do.
I'll tell him this is what Maya was
Done.
complaining about. But yeah, I have to
Yeah,
have deal with Margot first. She's been waiting for a while now.
you want to go
Yeah.
deal with her now? It's
No,
okay.
no,
I
no.
have Brad Pitt and
She's just here. She's just calling for my attention. Oh yeah, baby, I'll be out there soon. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah.
yes,
Anyways,
Kapoor
what's the
Saab aa
next red flag?
rahe.
You tell Brad Pitt to
uh,
also wait, na?
I told Brad Pitt and I told Mr. Kapoor. You can guess who Mr. Kapoor is now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
Anyway,
I know him. I have him also on WhatsApp.
अरे पूछ लेना फिर उनसे वो मेरा इंतजार कर रहे हैं.
Done. I will ask him.
Yeah.
What's the next
Well,
one?
next one. Next one is, so I basically got very, very away from my friends because of my red flag situations. There was a lot
Okay.
of my friends were no longer my friends. I had to really just stick with his environment, so to say.
Oh, so he cut you off
And
from your own friends. Like you didn't get to meet your
yeah,
friends.
yeah. and one in one situation I had to basically cut off with my flatmate and shift houses
Mm.
um as a result of this whole thing. So yeah, he really cut me off from my friends.
I think
I
the
mean, yeah.
only valid reason for you to ask your partner to cut your friends off, sorry, cut their friends off, is if they are boring. You know what I Have you ever dated somebody who has really boring friends?
Oh, thankfully not. The friends
Oh
have been more
God.
exciting than the boyfriends. So
Like
I'm lucky that way.
many years ago, right? I met this girl I liked, and we were, in that early phase of chatting it up and stuff. And then one day she invited me to, have dinner with her friends, and they were some of the most boring people I met, dude. And
Really? Like, how
yeah,
boring can this be?
just not my type, just very thanda. You know what I mean?
Like, how is
Like
someone thanda?
you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain this. Just
I
not
really
my
want to understand.
vibe. Like, just not my vibe, so to say.
Acha.
But you've never met a boring person in your life.
No. Oh,
How is
that's an
that possible?
interesting question.
Have you
Boring
never?
person.
Yeah, come and think about it. Like, I'm not like not necessarily your close friends, but people who you may have met at a party or just at the office, and have you never had a conversation with somebody? I'm like, oh, that person is so boring.
No. I've
You
always found people very interesting.
how how old are you? 5? What do you mean? Only 5 5-year olds
I'm
find
not,
everybody
I'm not
interesting.
fine.
No,
So,
I think this is a
no.
red flag on your part. If you've
Are they?
never met a boring person, then that's a red flag on your part. It means that you're
How
so
is that?
easily accepting of everybody.
But I am. Like, I
That's a
don't.
red flag. You have to find a certain amount of people boring so that you treat yourself right.
No, so I mean, when boring means what? Not enjoying the conversation or like just finding that
Everything,
person.
dude, like everything.
Everything,
they
yeah,
don't they
everything.
don't want to watch
So,
the same movies as you. They don't drink. Like, if you want to drink,
so those people I never meet again, huh?
exactly. So the same thing, that's exactly what happened. So when I went out with this girl to meet her friends, that's what happened. And then I was thinking, like, if we ever start dating, I'll have to think of so many excuses to not hang out with, with these people.
Oh
So
man.
yeah, it's just, so yeah, that's the only
Oh,
time you
that makes
should
me sad. Yeah.
alienate your partner from their friends if they're boring. That's valid. Boring people, no.
I mean, given
Just
the
stay at
boyfriend feels
home.
that,
Just stay at home. Yeah.
yeah, might as well.
Hey, we're
What's
doing well. We're
really
doing well. What's the next? I have one. I have
okay?
a
You tell me.
red flag. I haven't experienced this, but it's a new one. And someone very close to me spoke to me about it the other day. She sent me a link, and it's called future faking. Have you heard of future faking?
What?
Yeah, this is a new one. So, future faking is a thing that partners do in a relationship where they will promise you some sort of growth about your relationship, but it never happens. They're constantly making promises that are post dated, and in a bid to keep you interested in the relationship, but they don't really follow through on these promises. Like, they'll say stuff like, oh, cool, in 5 years we'll be married. We'll move in together in 6 months, and then they always, so that kind of keeps you interested in the relationship. So you're like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, they keep giving you something to look forward to, but they don't really follow through. They don't show up when they have to. And again,
Oh, yeah.
just to be fair, there's nothing wrong with discussing a future you would like to have with your partner. You can totally do that all the time. There's nothing wrong with it. But I think it's important to make sure that both partners are showing equal effort towards that goal. Like, okay,
Yeah.
taking certain big decisions together, acting on the decisions, and it can be small stuff as well. So future faking is the new one that's going around. I don't know how
मेरे साथ एक
contagious it
ही हुआ
is. I
था.
don't know. I don't know how contagious it is. I don't know, if you have to wear a mask and stuff. But it's it's it's. I think what's happening now is because people are talking to each other so much and everyone's having such a wide range of experiences in dating. Like you are starting to now uncover things. You're like, oh, this is also a thing. This is also a red flag, and this is also a red flag. Like we didn't even have flags when I started dating. Like when I started
Right.
dating, a flag was just something you showed respect to or started a war with. You know.
Wow.
Now it's in
Wow.
yeah. Now it's in relationships and stuff. So yeah, that's one from my side. Future faking. What do
Yeah,
you have on your list?
I had an ulta experience actually. I was told that
Mm,
because I'm dating a smart body, same boy,
mm,
um, I have 2 more years till I get married, like all of that stuff. And I'm like,
mm,
okay, yay, we're getting close. And then every year passing, I'd get a reminder ki, hi, agle saal shadi hai.
mm.
And it would actually be true because he comes from Madu family. Madu mein to jaldi shadi ho jati hai.
So he was actually
So
delivering on his promise.
या ही वाज यार वो तो कुछ ज्यादा ही डिलीवर कर रहा था उसने तो टुवर्ड्स द एंड तो उसने अपनी माँ से बात करवा ली थी कि ये लो मिलो एंड देन दे मेड मी मीट ऑल द फैमिली मेंबर्स एंड फ्रेंड्स एंड आई वाज लाइक ये तो कुछ ज्यादा नहीं हो रहा है
Which red flag guy was this?
the first one only
The
that we were
first one.
talking
Ha,
about
the no eating non-vegetarian food stuff.
no non-veg guy yeah
Yeah.
yeah
It's like the first 2 years of your relationship was the induction, the training period, like
yeah
to mold you into the
family
particular wife that he needed to be the kind of wife that your family wanted. Shucks, we are all pawns, Maya. We're all
and
pawns in somebody else's game. No matter who you are, where you're from, I don't care
देखो not anymore
what,
Danny
we're
not
all
anymore
pawns.
no this is not happening anymore this stops now Mm-mm.
Okay,
Not happening anymore. That's
fine.
right.
Tell that
We're
to
going to
Mark
be.
Zuckerberg. Tell Mark Zuckerberg we are not all pawns in somebody else's game. Yeah.
He's sitting in my living room right now, so I'll just drop him a quick chat. Yeah, I'll have
Mm-hmm.
a chat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Sure.
no worries. Yeah,
Sure.
absolutely.
Sure. Just make
I'll
sure
do you
just
favor.
make sure he leaves your living room
Yeah, वो
eventually.
मैंने yeah, eventually he will. Hopefully. I
Okay,
really
we have
hope.
time for like maybe a couple of more red flags. So
Couple
which
of
one?
more.
Yeah, I mean, don't
Um,
worry. If you don't finish all of them, we can always come back on another episode in the future and go through the red flags again. The rest of the red flags, I mean. I just think
sure.
it would be really wild if we don't finish your list and then you come back and then we go through another list and then life happens to you and then you come back again and then suddenly we just have a series,
Oh man.
the red flag series. Once in 3 months, we do a red
We're
flag
going to start
series.
a dating consultancy this way.
Mm-hmm.
It's just going everyone's just going to come to us and be like, Guru Danny and Guru Maya,
Maya.
please हमारी मदद करो और हमें बताओ कि how to avoid, which person to avoid, and all of those things. And then we're going to be experts in this field, writing research papers and whatnot.
Yeah.
Wow,
There's
going to be
scope in that
there's a
idea.
lot of
Like if
scope.
this comedy thing doesn't work out, then yeah, we'll call our
Um,
business only like red flag. Cool. What's the next one?
the next one is um not replying to messages for like hours and hours and hours, and
So
like you're just
so as
waiting,
in like they're just unavailable.
like properly unavailable. Like
Oh,
you have
I
no clue.
hate
And then
that. I
when they
hate
become
that.
available, you're not available at the same time that they're available.
And then the
It's a
conversation just keeps getting
done.
stretched. Like it takes a
It's
long
done.
time. Yeah. I hate that.
What's
Like if
true?
you're in a relationship, how dare you not be available to answer my messages? Like
Whenever I'm free.
whenever I
Oh
am
my God.
free. Like, how dare you
I'm
have a job and a life and friends and family that you need to spend time with? Like, don't give me all that shit. I know you're just
exactly.
scrolling on Instagram, so reply to my messages.
You're free the whole time. Like I'm free,
Yeah,
you're free.
you're free.
Like my life is mine. It's
Yeah.
everything planned.
I,
Yes.
I
No,
experienced
that's not
that.
happening.
I've experienced this very unavailable vibe time. But again, thankfully, before I started dating somebody, like just too long to reply. Like it would take so long to finish one conversation. Like you'd say hi on Friday, and by the time you get a response to like what did you do today, it's already Sunday.
What?
Yeah, there are some people who are really slow. Like for anybody who's keen, like if you like somebody and you want them to like you back and you wanted to go somewhere, respond to their messages with enthusiasm, in the sense that, if they message you, reply quickly. Don't be desperate also, don't immediately reply. Like sometimes has this happened to you
Hmm.
where you get a message on your phone and then you just give it some time. Like you know what the message is, you've read it on the notification, but you just give it a couple of minutes so that you don't want to come across as desperate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
So yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
do that. So don't come across as desperate, but at the same time, uh, respond faster so that it shows the other person that you're interested.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get late repliers. Like I have a couple of friends like that, and I'm like,
Hmm.
भाई आज प्रॉब्लम था या आज बात करनी थी, अब 2 दिन बाद I don't have the mood
Yeah.
to talk to you. Now
Yeah.
you're coming and telling me, hi, let's talk. Like, no, shut up.
Yeah. I mean,
No.
especially if there's a romantic angle involved. Like it's
Oh,
just
that's the अलग angle होता
friends
है.
I'm okay with. Friends, I have friends who I, respond to like after a week or two. It's all good. Like we have that understanding that, okay, you'll get a response at some time unless it's urgent. But I think like with partners, turnaround time has to be much higher.
Probably give it like 24 hours if they don't reply to you.
No, 24 hours? No, that's too much. I'm too needy in a relationship. If I message you, I want to reply in under 10 seconds. Otherwise, I will convince myself that you don't love me.
Really?
That was a joke, obviously, but like not 10
Oh,
seconds, but
oh man.
but within reasonable limits. For example, if I know you're at work, I will obviously not bother you, or if I do message you, I won't expect you to respond right away. But if I know you're free and I'm free as well, and I know for a fact that you're not doing anything important, then you should reply quickly.
How quickly?
Nobody's perfect, yeah, Maya. See how quickly Maya's like how quickly, just in case we date now in the future. Who knows?
No,
No, I
no,
mean a minute or two. Okay, chal,
asking out of
a
curiosity.
minute or two is fine. A minute or two is fine.
A minute
Yeah.
or two.
Speaking
Baap re.
of which, that is all the time we have left now. Literally a minute or
Arey,
two. Yeah,
but
that's
you
what
said I had a
happens,
couple
right?
of red flags I could share.
Yeah, but then the time passes really fast when you're having a good time and enjoying yourself. Ergo, I am not a boring person, and neither are you. You see how
I
much
think
fun
you
this
are.
is when you're not hanging out with a boring person. It's nice, isn't it?
I
You're
mean,
fun.
I've
I'm
never met a
fun. We
boring
had fun.
person, so I've never met a boring person, so whatever.
That's just you. Just need to up your standards with regards to
I
how
mean, I have
welcoming you.
already, but like,
Hmm.
I did whatever. Maybe you are boring and I just don't know it.
That's true. I have my boring phases. I'm okay with it. It can't be fun all the time. This I enjoy having,
It's
but
too much.
but when it matters, I'm not boring.
Fair enough.
Okay.
That's
All right, Maya, this was a
anyway.
lot of
Then
fun. I'm pretty sure I'll have to get you back for another episode, but thank you so much for sharing these red flags with me. Thank you, therapist, for
no
me as well.
worries.
Oh, you said you don't have one,
I
but
don't have
you
one.
can
No
be a
one. No
therapist
more.
now. You can be a therapist now. But this was so much fun.
Probably.
I
Thank you
will
so much for
catch you
having
soon
me.
on another episode. It was my pleasure. Take care.
All right. Take
Bye
care. Good
bye.
night.
Good night.